Hey, good morning, everyone, on this beautiful sunny Sunday morning. So we are getting closer and closer to Easter. It's just 2 weeks from today. But what I was thinking about it is that there is a lot of words that we use around this time of the year. And I just wanted to make sure that we knew what they all meant. So the first word is the actual word Lent. And Lent is the time between Ash Wednesday, and I'll tell you that in a minute, and Easter. We say that it's 40 days, and the 40 days don't include Sundays. So it's a little over 6 weeks long. We use 40 days because during the time that Jesus was wandering in the desert, knowing that what we call Easter was going to happen, that he would be crucified, that he went and he prayed to God for 40 days in the desert. So I use the word Ash Wednesday. Ash Wednesday is the first day that we start Lent. And in some places, people receive ashes on their forehead as a sign that we are starting the 40 days of Lent, and as a sign to remind us of the things that are important during those times, like that God is important to us. One of the other words that you may hear is the word fasting. And fasting means that you aren't taking food during certain periods. So there are some people who believe that and they like to fast by maybe having smaller meals. There are some people who choose not to eat meat, and maybe they eat fish or eggs on certain days. The other thing that people sometimes do is they give things up. And when I say they give things up, they do things like maybe they don't eat meat. But other things that can do during that time is we can do deeds of good things for other people, good deeds, and give ourselves of ourselves, just like Jesus did, and going around and doing good deeds. Other things, sometimes people may give up. You'll hear people say, I'm going to give up candy, or I'm going to give up electronics. And as a way of reminding themselves of what's important during these 40 days and getting ready for Easter. And those are the things that can remind us of what's important. And the other thing that's really important during Lent is to really listen to God and to listen and pray. But sometimes when we pray, we do a lot of talking, but maybe it's a time when we instead listen to God and what God has to say. The next word is Holy Week. Now, Holy Week is the week that's right before Easter. It starts on what we call Palm Sunday, and Palm Sunday starts next Sunday. It's the day that Jesus came into Jerusalem, and people saw that he was coming, and they had palm branches in their hands, and they were waving them, and he came into Jerusalem to the crowds cheering him on. We use the word Maundy Thursday, and Maundy Thursday falls in Holy Week. It is the Thursday of Holy Week. And that day is important because that's the day that Jesus sat with his disciples, and at the end of the meal, he took the bread and wine, and they had their first communion. He said, "This is my body and this is my blood." And they shared in a common meal that we share in communion, where we're all together. The next day is what we call Good Friday. And Good Friday is a day that is really kind of sad for us as Christians. It's the day that Jesus died. And it's really a sad day to think about when somebody dies. But what we know is on Easter, which is on Sunday, that is the day that Jesus rose from the dead. And that is the day that we are so happy about. And in our faith, the fact that Jesus was able to rise from the dead is more important than Christmas. It is really one of the foundations of our faith that we really live by and we believe in very strongly. So, well, Lent may be a time that's difficult for you because maybe there's a change in your daily routine. Maybe you're spending more time in prayer. Maybe you're giving up some things. Those are all things that maybe make it harder during Lent because your day has changed. But I wanted to make sure you really understood the words that you hear. And if you have any questions, really just put them in the comments and I can try to help you with that. So I wish you a good week and I will talk to you soon. Peace, everyone.